Okay, let's start with some video.
Somebody above me's in a desperate state, some kind of urgency, the kind that won't wait. I say tomorrow, he say today, and the man in my head, well, they tell me no way. Get working. I got 8 little fingers and only 2 thumbs. Will you leave me in peace while I get the job done? Can't you see I'm working? I'm working on it, yeah. I'm working on it. Well, they're coming from above me and they're coming from below. Yeah, they're in there right behind me everywhere that I go. Everybody, he's screaming down the telephone line. He said, give me, say I ain't got the time. Oh no, can't you see I'm working? I'm working on it, yeah, yeah, oh tell 'em. Oh no, can't you see I'm working? I'm working on it, yeah, yeah, oh tell 'em. How I love it, girl, just you and me. Take the day and fly. Know this time has got the best of me. Tell you why. Well, they're coming from above me and they're coming from below. They're in there right behind me everywhere that I go. My buddy's screaming down the telephone line. He said, give me, say I ain't got the time, no. Oh no, can't you see I'm working? Yeah. Oh, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Can't you see I'm working on it? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Okay, my name is Pekka Talvensaari. Try to pronounce that. You can just call me Pekka if you want to. I'm from IFS Finland, and I've been working for IFS now 10 years. And before that, I was working, well, actually sitting there with you guys. So I was working in a different industrial companies and telecommunication companies and working with IT systems. And I'm going to be maybe in a more general level than Colin, and I'm going to try to talk about a little bit how we develop the system and where we think the applications are developing and where the business is going, and let's see how it goes. And if we have time at the end, I have a couple of more videos we can look. All right. So listening to Colin, I think I realized that I have not the same slides, but quite a bit of the same issues. So I'm going to run over some of them a bit faster. But the idea is that our work is based on the idea that we want you to be more agile, and we want you to be successful, profitable in a fast-changing world. And what we do, as Colin already told, we have some things we are concentrating on, and we got the supply chain, and then we got service and asset management, project manufacturing, and industries around it. The second thing, how we think we can achieve our goal, is that we want to be the best solution. So that is truly what we try to realize from our development. And we do the development very closely with our customers, you. So, it's not just out of our heads that we we create stuff. It is driven from our customers' needs and how you want your business to develop. So do we try to improve our solution. And as Colin mentioned, we've been also Gartner, which is maybe one of the most known analysts. We've been rated pretty highly, and we are really proud of it. We develop our system all the time. IFS Application 9 was announced half a year ago. So the version 9 is now what we are selling. Of course, we are already going at version 10, developing and so on and so on. But we, according to what the information we got from the customers, we were concentrating on different things. And for the crowd today, of course, the enterprise asset management is something very interesting. Service management also. But overall, we improve in all the aspects of our system. Okay. For application 9, we did over 500 specific development updates. And it was all, business related, coming from you. The third part, what we do is we focus on some strategic investments. And these are now what I'm going to talk about today. So we have user experience. That has been our top priority for a long time. And it will stay as that. And we see it as a very important thing to concentrate. Mobile workforce. Everybody's already using mobile devices. You have your mobile phones, whatever. And we highly concentrate on that too. We see that we want our people or your people on the field to be able to use IFS applications with the live data, anywhere, anytime. Visual insight. That's related to the user experience. We don't want to look at the boring lists of data. It's just a blur. We want data to be visual. We want things to pop up that you need to concentrate right now. Global business. Regardless whether you are doing global business or not, you are in a global business. We see that the business is getting all the time more and more global, more and more networking, integration of companies. The company limits are not that strict anymore. Cloud computing, that was already mentioned many times today. That is a fact. Cloud computing is a fact that we have customers using IFS applications in a cloud at this moment also. And the last thing, Internet of Things. That will come really strong. And it will have an immense impact on the industrial companies, people like you. And it's coming fast, and we are also developing applications for it. And we have customers using it, and I will have an example later on. Okay, let's move forward. User experience. That was the first one on my list, and maybe one of the issues that for the application 9 version, maybe we put the most time on it, developing it. And basically, this is the actual picture of our application 9 development project for the user experience. So when we started the project, we thought, of course, our R&D talks with us, the people selling, implementing, and so on. But we also talk to our customers, and we try to collect the idea what is needed. And this was pretty much what people wanted from the ERP system. They wanted to be visual. They wanted to be composed of different things, not only one dull view, but having all the important stuff in there, in place, in one visual window to look. And this is what we draw in the first meeting, what we are aiming to, and this is what we got. And I'm so proud to show this picture. So this is, as far as ERP systems go, I would say we are pretty far high on our user experience. And it looks absolutely fantastic. The idea is that when you use something like this, we call it IFS lobby. It's kind of like depending what role you have or what is your process in your company, or what kind of reports you want to see, and so on and so on. Each user will have his or her own view of the system. What is going on? And our idea is that you see all my things to do. What do I need to do today? I see it from here. I see if something goes wrong, I need to concentrate on this right away. We want it to pop up from here right away. Bright colors, red, do something. And we want to have all the different like reports right away. So you can follow how your business is doing during the day and so on. And your work should not be about looking at the system, where do I find this thing, where do I find that thing. You know, it should be focused, it should be management by exception, it should be operational. You know, we believe your productivity will grow up, and you know, it's just plain beautiful. These are lobbies done by our customers. So you can do this yourself. So this is one company. You can brand IFS application to look like your company. Here's another company, Servi Group. This is how they wanted to IFS application to look like. And the last one is VBMS, and they wanted their application to look like this. And I think this is fantastic. And I think the point would be that, like if I'm a salesman or a manager, and if I go to my customers to talk about how we are doing, you know, it's really nice to have your tablet and show something like this. Live data, it's branded like we want it to be, and great, right? You can do that though also, using your own brands and stuff. As said, you can take it with you. IFS Applications works in all platforms. That's what we are aiming at. We realize that some people are using a laptop, some are using a tablet, some are using smartphones, so on and so on. So we recognize that we need to keep up with the business and provide our solution to all applications. And what is cool about it is that this is the same view on all devices. Like if you look at your own view with the big laptop, or you see, you know, lots of stuff, you know, because it fits on the screen. You go to a tablet, it's smaller, it automatically adjusts. You go to even smaller smartphone, and yet again it adjusts automatically. Okay, mobile workforce. For sure you are interested about it also. Just a couple of words. Colin already told about it. As said, on mobile workforce, we want to be the best. And actually we are. That's my opinion, but I think we are. And we want to give you a complete end-to-end solution, the whole process, so that your people on the field can use the system with different devices, you know, anytime, any place. We have real-time integration. As said, we want to be the best, and we also collaborate with partners too. Or you can also collaborate with our partners if you want to develop something else. Okay, a bit technical probably, but the message is I want to say is that the business is developing really fast, and we need to keep in touch with the latest technologies. At the moment, HTML5, Xamarin, they seem to be, you know, really strong, really good to use. Who knows? After 5 years, it's something else. But what we guarantees that we will be in the business. Okay. We see for the people on the road, we see that there's going to be lots of new devices, wearables, hands-free operations. I have a video about it also. All kinds of new things will come together and be used. So it's not only your computer in your desktop that you're going to be using in the future. Okay, visual insights. Why companies buy business applications? It used to be, this is old stuff, that the business applications, they evolved so that you can have data in one place to handle it somehow. After that came the idea that you have to be able to monitor your business, manage it somehow, optimize the execution. And now where we are going at the moment is that more and more we need, or our customers need, not we, you need, and you are telling us that you want business application to give you strategic insight so that you can analyze your business, formulate your business, and so on. And Colin gave us the example, the acquisition of Vision Waves that we did earlier this year. That's one of the things we realized that it's a great tool that we needed to buy. Okay. IFS answer is that we need to give very visual experience of the system to all users. We want our views, these are now pictures of IFS applications. We want to have views that tell people more in one glance. Like if you want to have a list of, something, work orders or whatever, you can have together with it the right reports below it in the same view. And it's up to you to decide how your views look like. You don't need to ask IFS to do all the stuff. You can do it yourself also. So we try to be visual and try to give the essence of the information faster to you. We want you to be able to do ad hoc visualization also. Yet again, if you would look in here, it seems to be customer orders. You have a list of customer orders. We want you to be able to create reports just like that. Yet again, we have lots of different ways to present data, kind of like reporting types, business analytics, dashboards, so on, so on. One great thing about IFS is that with application 9, you can yourself, you can create new fields. Even better, you can create new tabs. You can even create new tables in the system. And that's pretty rare, right? So if you, for whatever reason, if you feel that you are missing something, for example, if you create a report and you would like to have some some extra, like a category there to report on. And you don't have it for whatever reason here ready. You can just add it, and that's it. We want to move from this to this. And to this. Make it look nice, make it look suitable for you. Okay, how am I doing with my time? Pretty bad, right? I'm supposed to finish in 5 minutes. Okay. Cloud computing. It's here already. Our customers are using, at this very moment, our customers are using IFS applications in cloud. Different ways to do it. You can go with the do-it-yourself version, or you could go with IFS applications on Microsoft Azure, which we are providing. And you can select to go with IFS managed cloud, meaning that you write one contract, we take care of it, everything. The only thing you do is you handle your own data. You use the system. You manage the data and so on. Or then you can have your own version of it, different partners doing different bits of it and so on. Internet of Things. This was already mentioned. Why would our customers use Internet of Things? Right away, assets is one thing to use it for. You can use it on factories, on connected goods, and so on and so on. I go a bit further. So, what do you need if you want to go for the IoT world? You need devices and communications with it. You need to have sensors in your assets. You need to have a way to analyze the data. When you have sensors, small sensors in all over the place, you are going to have millions of readings, maybe billions. It's immense amount of data you're going to have. And only very, very small part of it is interesting. So you need to have algorithms in your system to handle, to dig out the really important stuff. You need to, so this is the data. You need to create some kind of process. When you start getting the readings and then, you are data mining it and you get the interesting stuff, failures, something like that. You need to have ways to automate it and or do manual processes according to it. And finally, what you need to do is, after you get all the stuff, you need to optimize your business to get the benefit of it. Now, a real example, Colin already mentioned it. At Oslo, Norway, Sporveien, it's Oslo Metro. They run partly above ground, partly underground. And what we did with Oslo Metro was that they had the situation that they had a 80% of efficiency rate, and they wanted to improve it. And with our IFS application and with IOT project, they were able to lift the efficiency rate to 92, which is actually their target, because part of the trains will always be in repair. And this is what we got. And the problem was, okay, this is basically what they have as a problem. Train driver sees a flashing light, calls call center, she will report it, train goes to a repair shop, and it will be repaired. But this is not efficient. What we did, the first project with Sportwagen was, we took a from their perspective, catastrophic failure, meaning that the door will not close. So if you have a door that will not close, the train stops immediately. And that's a big failure for them. And they wanted to prevent this using IOT. And this is what we did. They had the sensors. With IFS, they got all the analytics. And at the end of the day, what we got was that from the millions of raw sensor data, they get maybe hundreds that are interesting. There's something wrong. And from those, maybe dozen are actually something that you need to do something. And then what was the really innovative thing was that after getting here, they know that they have from this data, they get dozens of new maintenance jobs that need to be performed. And they started to think that how can we avoid these maintenance jobs, meaning that how can we avoid the door being unable to shut down during the operation. And so they realized from the data that they need to get temperature reading from each door. And if the temperature for each sensor goes above 100 degrees, it indicates that within 2 or 3 weeks the door will be broken. So they realized that when the temperature goes up, you need to go and do preventive maintenance next week so that the catastrophic failure will be avoided. Okay, then going really fast, IFS Labs. I have already spoken more than I was expecting. IFS Labs is it's a lab for us. So we try to come up with crazy ideas. People working for IFS Labs, 4 days out of the week, they need to work on some real project, doing something that they are supposed to do when they go to work. And 1 day out of the work week, they can do whatever they want. And they are expected to go crazy the 1 day each week. And this way we we think that maybe some good comes out of it at the end of the day. Once in a while it does happen that they come with a really crazy idea that has a good solution. So this is something that will come really fast. We have wearables. We've done lots of things with wearables. And we have done things with a specific gadgets. And there are 2 things about it. If you have a smartphone or a watch, these are consumer-driven demand for us. And we are reacting on that also. But then this is actually, maybe from your perspective, these industrial-driven demands are more interesting. So we have all kinds of different devices will be used for example, maintenance people. Okay. I think I've spoken too much. It's up to Colin now. At the end of the day, we can look at the videos more if we want to. But that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.